This is a good time for.
Yeah, I was like, oh dear. We get everyone's faces back in. Sorry, guys. Apologies for that, folks. It looks like we're back up now. Let us know if we are or not. If you guys see us, that will probably be a confirmation of whether we are or not. Do you guys? Yeah, I see the stream. Okay, cool. So let me bring back places. What I was going to say is, it'd be a good time to bring in our D10,000 rolls. So on roll 20. Everyone has at least one D10,000 to do. Good to see you back, guys. Sorry about that. It's funny, at 7 p.m. Or like 8 p.m. Eastern, it seems like on Wednesdays, I always have this problem. And I don't know why, but it's at that time that everything just kills itself. Who knows? So what you're going to do is, on roll 20, you're going to do /roll 1D10,000. So /roll and then a space 1D10,000, and you'll let me know.
Oh my god, I did 1,000,000.
What that you nailed it, man.
Wait, where are we supposed to type this? Sorry.
Into.
Right, so on the right where you see all these things moving up on roll 20, you see where there's all these numbers appearing. There's a little chat box at the bottom.
I do not wait on stream or here. No, here.
In the roll 20.
Oh,
In the very first far right corner, chat, and down at the bottom, you post it there. Do you want me to send it to you?
yeah, please do.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, so that's what you're gonna put in there.
There we go. That's pretty
Where?
good,
No,
right?
wait, in the roll 20. Yeah.
Yeah, and a little chat roll thing down below. It's fun of Brad. Not there. Should be all set again. Cool.
Not at the hit dice, right? Not at that one.
No,
'Cause
just in
I'm
the
like
chat.
4.
Oh no, not on
No,
your.
no,
So
no,
you're
no.
looking at your character sheet, right?
Yeah.
Just close that for a sec,
Okay.
and then you're left with a like white grid.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the
Yeah.
right of that, there's like there'll be a bit of green in a column, and then there's some numbers and names. It says Will J, and then 1524, then intimidation, and TrainsyTV, and then a bunch of numbers.
If it doesn't, wait, hold on.
Okay.
Oh yeah, wait. Basic rolls on dice roller.
No. On the right, opposite side.
Yeah, there's nothing there. There's just the. Oh wait.
Is it possible to close that? It is, right?
Possibly? That's done.
Wait, now I'm at characters, 5th edition SRD something, Jukebox. No, I don't think I want this.
Oh, wait, I know what's happened. Okay, at the very top of that, where your character sheet is, oh my god, I'm so dumb. There is like a little speech bubble button.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah,
Click on
there
it.
we go.
There we go.
That's what we
There
did
we go.
wrong.
I see.
I always forget.
Also, Kitty has a second one to do.
Oh, I didn't roll my non-million one. Maybe.
No, yeah.
Another one.
Yeah, so Kitty has 2. We also have a random one to give out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll roll a d4 and see which one of you gets another. So 1. So Kitty gets a 3rd. Oh my god.
Do it again.
Yeah, and again. So the roll from Trainsy. What did you get, Trainsy?
8,397.
8,397. All magical books within 50 yards are duplicated. Noblin's magic book is duplicated. There are 2 of them. There are 2 of
I'm
them.
crushed.
They crush his back.
Oh, Jesus, what's happening?
Perfect. Tell me, what did you get, Brad?
4,869.
4,869 is people who meet target for the first time promptly forget him.
Oh.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. And then Pony, what did you get?
3,597.
3,597. Tomorrow, caster meets someone who claims to be haunting him. And finally, Kitty, your first roll.
Okay, 1,137.
1,137 is the caster is filled with righteous indignation. So you were just maybe it's the mixtape news has really just gotten to you. And
Somebody throws down the eyeballs.
what is your second roll?
653.
Oh, nice and low. 653 reads, Caster can't stop talking for the next 12 hours.
My God.
So let's just say for the next few days, Bunu will just be constantly speaking, in tongues, baby. And your final roll,
3016.
3016, is, oh boy. Next attack on caster has a +10 to hit bonus. Oh man, that is nasty. So the next attack against you is going to be probably definitely hitting because your AC is like 12.
Shut the fuck up!
So
Goddamn chase the one in the dock. Oh goddamn with this rocks, this is jumping on everything.
I'm just like projecting my thoughts.
you've got like a mind diary. It just keeps coming out. Whatever you say, whatever you're thinking is just you're saying.
Those eyeballs really gave me bad gas.
So the Raven King looks down upon you, and suffice it to say, he is somewhat confused by the events which have just happened. He looks down. He looks down. Is everything okay?
I can't move.
What?
happened? Someone push me over.
Someone get him out of there.
Gonna grab one of the books and kind of inspect it.
It's a wizarding manual. It's a spell book.
It's a tattered looking 3-foot spell book. I'm going to stand up and I'm going to see that he's got one and I've got one. And I'll go,
Oh, that's a nice spell book you got.
Well, it is. What is it to you?
I don't know, it just looks a lot like my ones, doesn't it? Well done, thanks for helping me out.
Who are you again?
I'm Noblin, I just met you outside.
Oh, I don't remember. Sorry, nobody.
That's alright. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna tuck the book behind my lower back in my robe.
forget where you got it from.
Yeah. Who is this guy again? So the Raven King says, now listen close. I'm going to send you over to the Westerlands, where King Leopold lives. He lives in a great citadel there, and somewhere within, he's got a phylactery for DJ Phylactery, and I need to get it back, making sure that the phylactery isn't destroyed in the process. That's critical. If it gets destroyed in the process, all is lost. So, make sure it's not destroyed. I will be most displeased with you all if you don't bring it back.
What's a phylactery? What are we really doing here? I am so overcome with emotion. I don't. What is a phylactery? What are we doing?
A phylactery is what keeps DJ Phylactery alive. It's like a big crystal shard. You'll know it when you see it, and it will be on the king personally, most likely, or it could be hidden deep within his vault. That's also possible.
Oh, all right.
I'm just gonna go back to things right here.
Okay. So the journey there should only take you about a week. Once you get there, find a way to get inside his castle and basically try and kill the king, or just go in all guns blazing and blow the whole place up with some kind of arcane magic. If only I knew what a gun was.
Easy job, easy life, mate. No worries.
If you say so, Noblin. Now, any questions? You got any questions?
What do we get?
What do you get? You get to keep your soul, first of all, and your life, second of all, which is pretty good bargain, in my opinion. And then thirdly, I'll give you some gold, maybe some land, a few slaves to murder, torture, kill, that sort of thing.
These eyeballs. These are really some good quality eyeballs.
You can take...
For the love of God, please, stop it with the eyeballs.
I will...
Hey,
I'll give you the recipe.
You goddamn little eyeball monster.
I slap her with one of my fucking floating eyes.
You have to roll for that.
you can slap her in here, slap a troll with the eye stalk. He bats it away, and he says, "Okay, that's enough. Now, you can leave immediately unless you got any other questions for me."
I'm gonna walk up to like shake his hand, and as I'm walking, I'm gonna trip, like forcibly trip myself and fall on my knee, and kind of with my tentacles search his body for valuables.
Yeah, you like
I accept the quest.
you like start rustling.
Oh,
You start rustling through his jimmies with your tentacles, and as you're doing that, you feel like the life force being sucked from you as you touch the death itself, essentially, and your like tentacles, and your tentacles do that thing where they immediately retract when there's like something painful touching them, and you kind of like he's like, okay, nice try, now get out of here and go save DJ Phylactery.
This guy's a fucking nutter. What are you doing touching him up? What's wrong with you, you nutter? You're off your nut. You're off your rocker, you are, mate.
I'm walking out now.
I don't
And
swing
can
that
someone
way.
shut her the fuck up? Why won't she stop speaking? She's got a mouthful of eyeballs and she's still...
I turned to the
What
rest
are
of
you
you guys
looking at?
and said, "Who the fuck was that?" Who's that guy?
I'm walking out. I'm like well up for this job.
Perfect. So the group of you leave the Raven King's castle. Seeing this on the hour, I remind you guys to hit that retweet button on this tweet here to make terrible things happen to our party members. At 25, you'll get to decide what happens to them, and I want to see some terrible things happening in this Monster Mash game here today. We're already at 12, so we're almost halfway there, which is great news. Also, if you haven't followed, do hit that follow button and join us here for a special mashing of monsters throughout the next few hours. So let's get back into it. Let me fuck around my mic here. It's doing that thing it does. There we go.
I think your mic went.
Yeah,
Donate to save Will's mental mic. It's
fucking with me, man. It's fucking with me. I don't know what it's doing, but it's fucking with me. Anyway,
I
let's,
might just buy you one. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I'm just gonna buy him.
yeah. I don't know which one it is. Okay, so anyway, let's just dive back into it. So you guys are traveling outwards to the Westerlands. So at this point, we're going to do a bit of fun travel mechanic that we like to do here occasionally, which gives you guys a bit of creative control over our story today. It's going to be fun. So you're traveling for a week, which means that there's plenty of time for terrible things to happen to you. However, you guys are going to tell me what kind of scenario you're going to run into. So we're going to go around the table, and we'll start with someone who's done this before. So I think Trainzy, we've done this plenty of times. So you're going to describe to me a situation which you guys encounter along the roads to the Westlands. That could be absolutely anything you think of. It could be you encounter some humans and you need to kill them. You might need to cross a river or dam or a bridge and have to figure out a way across it. Or you could just need to stop for lunch and find some food in the local area. Totally up to you guys what you encounter, and we'll see what happens from there. And then we'll play out these little scenes after we decide what is happening. So, Trainzy, I'm going to start with you. So Smidwood is traveling along the road to the Westlands. What does he encounter on his journey here?
I see a park full of similar beholders to Spec. And
Yeah.
I approach them and they tell me that they're bro holders.
They're bro holders.
They're bro holders. They're curling like dumbbell-like objects with their eye stalks.
Uh-huh.
I look over to Spec and I'm like,
do you associate with these role holders?
Is it what?
Bro holders, your friends over there that I spoke with. Do you lift? Even?
Does it look like I have arms?
They don't either, but they are lifting with their stocks.
Stocks? Pardon?
What are your things, that connect
My
your
eye.
eyes?
My eyes.
Oh,
It's at this point that the bro holders notice you, and they notice that you're you're dissing them basically. Also thanks to Shazar and Mr. Stabbies. So as you're as you're bad mouthing off the bros, they start to float over. There's a couple of beholders start to float over, and they look down to Smidward, and one of them says, "Do you have a problem here?"
I'm gonna communicate with them telepathically and mention that Spec was, dissing their stocks.
Oh.
Said that they were small and that they've been working out the lower abdomen too much.
Yeah, he's pretty triggered by that. Actually, he seems pretty upset, and he says, "Is this true, little spectator?"
I didn't hear what he didn't. He wasn't talking. He was.
I said that you are talking about my stalks.
Yeah, they look really nice.
So seeing as you're lying to the beholder, we do have some rolls. We have our first proper roll of the session today. To see if you can convince this beholder, this broholder rather, that he is he's shit talking you. You're not shit talking him rather. So on your character sheet, which I'll find up here myself. On your character sheet, down on the left-hand column where it says Acrobatics, Animal Handling, Arcana, it should be one which reads Deception. And I see you have a 5 in Deception. And so when you find it, click that for me, and this will be your how deceptive you are, how well you can lie to a bro holder.
How do I bring up the character sheet again?
So you, of course, yeah. Let's go onto your top right hand. I think in fact show this to you, and it should come up for you there. Does that show up?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's good.
And
Bottom left, you said?
yeah, bottom, kind of middle left, I guess, where it says your different skills. It's right by on the left hand side, strength, dexterity, right next to parallel to kind of intelligence, and one reads deception. And this is how you. This is how we lie.
Do I click that one?
Yeah, you just click deception, and that should roll. There we go. So that is a strong 10. However, it's not the best roll on a d20, seeing as you have a +5 to it. So what you actually did was you rolled a 5, and then you had a +5 to it because you're quite good at lying. However, the beholder says, "I don't believe you," and he starts to fire up his stalks. You can see them beginning to kind of fill with disintegration energy. So the group of you are here. Is there a way which you guys are attempting to calm down the beholders, or are you just going to run away from them, or are you going to stand and fight them?
I feel like I left so long ago.
Yeah, I don't feel like Noblin was ever here.
Who was that guy?
As soon as the beholder started wandering over, I probably turned, this happened a little while ago, but I probably turned to the troll and just went, "Fuck this, he's riling him up, look, they're all moving."
Just watching on.
I'm hiding behind a rock somewhere, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so what's Bunu and Smidward doing at this point?
I think I would probably want to take him on and try to eat him for dinner.
Yeah,
Okay.
dinner is served.
Good.
With some more eyeballs.
Oh yeah, if you get hit, you're gonna have 10,
Oh God.
right?
Yeah.
You're gonna get 10 hit
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that, but I am definitely a shifty little shit that thinks everything's going to eat him. So
Yeah,
anyway.
so certainly, so
Also,
it's,
I am gonna
the
buy
difference between out of character and in character knowledge is that out of character we know beholders are pretty fucking scary creatures to fight. In character, Bunu might be completely up for fighting a beholder at this point. That's up to you, but she probably know they're quite scary at the same time.
Did you say there was a farm of them or something? Because one beholder would just
Yeah, we're in the evil
it's
lands
like a
right now.
super spectator.
They
which
are-
those Spec would know.
I
Surely.
believe they're CR13 in the book, or something
Yeah,
around
that's
that level.
insane.
They are pretty insane.
Would Spec know?
Yeah, Spec would
Yeah,
know that these
Spec
are
is strong.
your big cousins, basically.
So Spec can calm us
That's
down.
why I lied. I didn't want to fight with that guy.
What about Smidward, seeing as he's a pretty intelligent being here?
So I'm gonna see this kind of escalating beyond my joke, my initial joke,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take out the book,
Yeah.
extra spell book, and I'm gonna quickly prey on in some exercises that are beholder specific, or max stock,
Sure.
and some really crazy paleo healthy alternatives for like ultimate stock density.
Sure.
Like, gentlemen, I have your solution here.
What?
You see this book here? I give this to you as a gift if you'll let us pass.
What is your book?
This is top 10 tricks to ultimate stock strength.
We already have stalks for dummies, but is this next in the line?
This is the top 10 seller of stock strength workout books. This is a favorite of mine.
I do need to get them stronger, I suppose. Smiddle, you can roll me a persuasion check. I'll give you advantage on this one. So you're going to take the highest roll as to how convincing you are to this bro holder here. Oh my lord, that is a 3. So yeah, on a on a 3, he says, this one has insulted me. I will take the book, but I will devour this little speck at the same time.
I shout over. That seems fair.
So wait, he's taking the book and screwing me over?
He seems like he wants to take the book and then eat you anyway.
Okay.
Thanks, Mrs. Stabby, for following. Welcome to the adventure. You're a gentle lady in the sky. I thought Mr. Stabby followed earlier. Little family. So yeah, at this point he's getting real angry. He's going to kind of float over towards you. The other bros are like just there for backup, really. But this main beholder, he's getting pretty upset at this stage. So it looks like, Spec, you probably got one more chance here before things go really terrible to either convince him to stop or to just run the hell out of here.
Well, my initial thought would be, I guess, because I'm pretty sure he's going to be faster than me.
Right.
So,
I mean, it's possible. He's bigger and you're smaller, so you can probably float away a bit quicker.
But he can also shoot.
That's true.
I would, in a desperate attempt, I guess, and a lack for other options, I would like slowly turn around and show my tattoo, and hope that he reacts positively or something.
Okay. So there's no real role attribute for luck in this game. However, I'm more than happy to go over this. So I tell you what, why don't you roll me just a d20? And this will be just kind of ad-lib, just to see if, there's not really many situations that come up in the handbook which say, when the spectator shows his sailor tattoo to the beholder, roll this. So just roll me just a quick d20. So the way you're going to do that.
Oh, I think I did it.
You did it? Oh, no, you did it. Nailed it. A 17. Now, wow, that's incredible. Seeing as 17 on this channel is the holy number. Exclamation point donga to find out more. You managed to turn it around. You show the tattoo, and he says, "Oh, a sailor like myself." And he turns around and he shows you like the exact same tattoo on his back. Look. We are bros.
Oh, damn, that's a nice tattoo.
Oh, that is. Where did you get yours?
I made it myself on a boat, but I was sailing, because I'm a sailor.
Yes, that's most impressive. We should hang out sometime, maybe sail together.
Yeah, like seamen, yes.
Yes, we could be seamen together.
Yeah, sure. And,
Just
I'm gonna be gone for like a week now, though. But after
I will save my seaman moment for when you're back.
Great.
What is your name, little speck?
Speck.
My name is Spock.
No way.
Yes.
What?
Crosser of worlds, eater of all lands, sailor part-time. You really must come on my yacht sometime. Us bros here, we have got a club, we get together. It's good fun, we hang out, nice wine, nice souls, some good eyeballs as well.
No, I don't. I'm a Italian. I don't know.
One of those. I feel you, dog. Anyway, well, if you've got to be somewhere, I understand.
Yes.
We're just gonna, curl some stalks over here and, bro out.
Yeah, and we touched ice.
Oh.
With our,
No. You touch tips and you feel waves of electricity going through them as your tips touch. And he says, "Good meeting you, brothers and sisters. Until next time, Speck."
Yeah, sure. Yeah, later.
Perfect. So that is one great example of a little impromptu scene that we had there. So that was Trainsy's turn. Let's go on to Brad. So Noblin, that was day 1 or 2 along the adventure. You still got a ways to go. What happens to Noblin whilst he's travelling along here?
How long does the everyone forgets me spell last?
It will last a few days at least, potentially a week.
Okay. Well, I head into probably some sort of devastating depression because I keep hiding behind rocks, and every time I come out, everyone forgets who I am.
Yeah. It's a tough life for Noblin at the moment. You jump upon a few villagers, they're like, ah, and then they're like, wait, hang on, who is this? And then you tell them again that you're a goblin, then they run away, and so on and so forth.
I haven't even got the oomph to steal from people at the moment.
I get it.
This has been the worst day of my life. I've been crying for 48 hours. Wait, how long have we been on the road? 2 days?
2 days, yeah.
Yeah, I've been crying for the whole time because I've been cursed by something. And I spend some time praying to some sort of evil deity that the curse would be lifted from me.
Okay, roll me a religion check.
If I can find a nice,
Yeah.
holy graveyard.
Holy graveyard, yeah. Unholy graveyard would be equally fitting.
In the rain,
Yeah.
take off all my clothes,
Yeah.
and just... Why? Why, God, why?
Who am I?
Yeah, so I shout, "Who am I?" to whichever evil deity will listen.
Sure. And a 21 on religion, damn. So as you scream, "Who am I?" And the camera pans out several times, we hear the echoing scream. You hear a voice, which says, "All right then, who are you? Good question, matey." And coming from behind all of these unholy gravestones is a large orc who kind of peels himself out from the ground. And the orc is very, very thick set and much, much larger than you. And he's got a kind of stupid grin upon his face and big tusks coming out of his mouth. And he says, "Good to see you, Noblin. It's been a while. It's been a while."
Do I know him?
"It's me, Gob, patron saint of all the gobbos around here."
Oh, you're alright there, Gob. How's it going, mate?
Oh,
Ain't seen you around in a while.
It's good. It's going great, mate. We haven't really been in touch lately, have you? You haven't been doing too much praying to old Gob now, have you? Been a very naughty boy.
Everything's been going alright. That's why
Right,
I
yeah.
needed to, but now I've got this curse on me.
Well, the thing is with faith, lad, it's not about just when you need it. It's meant to be all the time. You're supposed to believe in old Gobbo. Anyway, I understand a lot of young Gobbos just like yous. But I can tell you're in a bit of a predicament right now, fella. What's the sitch? What's the problem?
I look down at my hands, and I look down past my hands at my Noblin's.
Wait, hang on a minute. Who are you?
And I look up and I say, "So that's the problem.
What's that then? What's your name
No one
again?"
can remember who I am, but you just remembered who I was when you crawled out of the grave, so I don't understand anymore."
You're Noblin. Yeah, I remember. Oh, so your problem is no one can remembers you.
No, that's the problem right there, is no one can remembers me.
Don't worry about it. I can solve this whole situation for you, okay? So, when you're dealing with, like, vicious curses like this when it comes to most gobbo folk, it's usually because some horrible human has placed some kind of curse upon the goblin race, and then one of us is unlucky enough to get it. This one seems like a pretty fucking mild one, so I consider yourself lucky, but I tell you how we're going to fix it. Yours all's going to go to a local village, Umi village. Go find some Umis. Go kill one of them, at least one of them. Cause some destruction, burn a few villages down, that sort of thing, kind of buildings. Get the goblin spirit back in you, boy. And once you got that back, well, it all comes from there, fella.
I'd love to do that. That's what I do for fun anyway. That'd cheer me right up.
Yeah.
I love a bit of murder.
Yeah, a bit of murder, bit of
It's a bit
burning.
like murder, you know, like Sunday mornings.
Yeah, Moonlight Sunday. I mean, I love the smell of a burnt village in the morning, just like any other gobbo. So, why don't you go down? There's a village just a couple of yards down the road, a couple of 100 feet down there. You can probably find them, probably kill a few of them, burn them up. You know, you got some friends with you. Get back into the goblin spirit.
I'm skipping away in the rain. I love
Nice.
it. I'm naked, skipping along.
See you later, whatever your name was.
Yeah, I've stopped crying.
Yeah.
I run up naked to the other three and
Yeah.
just go, right, listen, we gotta kill some people.
Who are you?
Fuck it.
So I think the spell was that it's the first time we forget him.
Yeah.
Every subsequent time.
It's
we-
manifested into
It's grown. It's worsened at this point.
horrendous.
Is this a joke
curse.
now?
Unless Spec is
Yeah.
like actually.
Yeah, no, I'm
He might
just,
be
I'm just
trolling.
screwing with him.
It's just trolling me now at this point. It's just savage. I gather up my things and I say, listen, I don't know about you lot, but I love killing humans, you know, so I'm going to go and do that in this little village if you want to.
Yeah, can I come along with you?
Yeah, I know you'd be up for it. And I slap her thigh because I probably can't reach. Jump and slap at her thigh. And then I start running off. I look well happy now, considering
Nice.
I've been depressed and crying for 2 days. Massive grin, like 7 teeth.
Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna cut the next one along. So Spec, we're gonna kind of play off the previous scene created by Noblin here. So there's gonna be a village before you. You can basically go ahead and describe to us what exactly you want to do to the village. All the villagers around the place, and if you can go ahead and describe to me if there's any resistance or if there's any particular notable people in the village that you wanna fight, like an elderly man or something like that. You really wanna blow up his soul. Go ahead and tell us what is this village like? I suppose is the first question.
I got it. Well, it is like it's not a huge village, but like a small
Yeah.
one with maybe like 50, 100 people in, I'd say. Like
Okay.
A very small, close community, I'd say.
Yeah,
But it
yeah.
has like a decent, maybe 10 buildings. Not made out of hay, but out of...
Thatch, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. And there's one distinctive that's really big. That's like a town hall of sorts.
Yeah.
And then, because we're all together, right?
Yeah, the group of you are together.
So I look over to Noblin and I just say, "Want to see something cool?"
Yeah, all right.
And then I would like to shoot it up with my laser eyes.
Perfect.
And
Perfect. So
I do also see that there's like 3, 4. I don't know if that matters, but there's like 3, 4 people inside of it at the moment.
sure. So basically, you send out your ray straight towards the village. But the fun thing which me and Brad decided to do with spectators is that whilst beholders get to choose their ray, spectators are a bit more random and they kind of just have to find out which ray comes out of them, essentially. So you have on your sheet you have
Yeah.
4 different rays. You got a confusion ray, a paralyzing ray, a fear ray, and a wounding ray, which is the kind of destruction one. So if you just roll me a d4, and then I'll go ahead and tell you which ray you managed to cast upon the villagers here.
Okay,
'Cause
so at the building then, right?
at the building, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
See if the building is confused.
Want to see something cool?
Yeah. So it's a 4, which is indeed a wounding ray. So basically, you've got like necrotic damage coming out of this eye. So you send out this huge ray of death. It's like a Death Star. Just comes out of your eye and goes straight towards the town hall. And suddenly it's just burning up and beginning to disintegrate. You hear screams from the village, from the people running away like, "Ah, oh my god!" As the monsters are coming towards it. Perfect. So Bunu, You're in the center of the village. You know, the town hall has just been blown up. It's burning away by spec. But there's also like a tavern here and a few other village houses. Plenty of villagers to eat and stuff like that. So what's Bunu's kind of prerogative as she comes into this little village here?
Okay. So I'm gonna think that once again, I feel like my character's main focus is just kind of like she doesn't really know too much what's going on.
Yeah.
But she's always looking for dinner.
Right.
Okay, and so I see him like shooting up this place, and there's people running around, and so like I want to like reach out and try to grab someone and kind of like take it as my own. Like here's
Sure.
There's fucking dinner right here.
So you grab up a little girl, and
Don't do anything.
and she says, no, please don't hurt me, big bad monster, please, mommy. As her mother is blown up by another disintegration ray from Spec. What do you do with this little girl?
Can I just like take her neck and like just snap it? And...
Yeah, you just wow. Yeah, you just kind of like
spin her around and like snap it and like throw it over my shoulder.
you like pop the head off with a kind of popping sound, and like a true troll, you take her, kind of throw her shoulder, ready to eat for later and boil up into a nice stew. As
I mean, I prefer to mash them up and make a good jam.
yeah, of course.
Some good bread.
Nice preserves will be made out of this little girl. But Smidwood, whilst you're in here, let's get a quick vignette of what Smidwood is up to whilst he's destroying a village of people. What does that look like for him?
So I'm gonna walk up to one of the random people like, oh, why there are death rays and everything, and I'm just gonna attach myself to his head and try and like remove his skull case and just kind of out his brains.
You just go.
And, as I'm walking around, I'll like a bloodhound, I'll be sniffing around, grabbing like fresh herbs.
Yeah, you extract
Little
brains.
basil, little parsley, you know, and I have
a little bit of seasoning.
in my tentacles, and I'll go up to Bonu and like,
Would you like some fresh herbs for your mini-human?
I ain't ever tried nothing like that before, but I kind of like what you got going on over there.
And kind of give him like an endearing kind of like a.
Oh wow.
I'll drop them in like nervousness. I'm like, oh, clumsy me. And just grab them again and offer them to her. I have perfectly able arms. But
Yeah, of course. You like to. I mean, I like to think when Smidwood is extracting a brain, it's like using chopsticks in like takeaway noodles, basically, into the brain. He kind of dives into the tentacles, pieces them out like noodles, and strings them out into his mouth. Real sucks them in, like a little suction motion. Perfect. And finally, Noblin, who is trying to get back to his goblin roots here. So how does Noblin go about blowing up a village of villagers here?
Well, I've got a spell called Witch Bolt, which is basically Emperor Palpatine's fucking Force Lightning.
Pretty much.
I'm just doing that everywhere.
Yeah.
Laughing, giddy, running through town, naked again, but with nothing but my spell book on my back, and then this skull that I've got, and I'm just Palpatining everyone.
Yeah, Palpatining / kind of Hamlet with that skull. As you're going around the place, I knew him well.
Because it's my arcane focus, but
yeah. But you want to Palpatine as much as possible.
I'm Palpatining everyone to the point where my face changes into that force degradation look that he gets. Where
oh, that's funny.
That's literally it. I'm just doing that to everyone and robbing them of every coin they've got afterwards.
Nice. So you guys
skipping through town, happy like a child, you know. It's like Christmas morning.
Yes.
Like at the bit, like if the camera was following the back of him, there would be that like Christmas morning, like like as he's running around, like he's running for the tree to get his thing, but really he's just murdering everyone.
Yeah, perfect.
Loving it.
So as this scene kind of comes to a close, you see that the burning village before us, and lying, kind of standing in the smoking ruins of this village are four quote unquote heroes. As you have destroyed a filthy village of the disgusting human race, and very successful in having done so. Noblin also seems to have been cured of his curse. thanks to getting back to his goblin roots and really doing some damage to some humans. And so.
Thank you, Gob. You're the best. You're our Gob. You're Macca. You're fella. Geezer.
Don't worry, fella. Anytime you hear a voice
Cloud-
from the
a cloud
sky.
appears.
Yeah.
Remember who you are, Noblet.
You know who you are. Yes. So perfect. We've done kind of like a round or so of that, but we still got. No, that's a couple of days travel. The next few days go by fairly uneventful, but however, you're getting closer into the human territory, and so we're going to go through once more and do a little bit quicker than before, but we're going to go in reverse order this time to switch things up. So Kitty, you now have entered into the Westerlands. You guys are but a few days' travel away from King Leopold's palace, and because of that, that means that you have more enemies along the way. This is human-owned territory, no longer in the land of the monsters, and so possibly you guys want to be in some kind of disguise, or just kind of sneaking around the place, or just fighting your way through the entire village. But I do quite like the idea that you guys somehow attempt to dress up as humans, which is just occurred to me. So what is Bunu up to as she enters and has a cunning plan, no doubt, once she's into the Westlands? Oh, you're muted. Drink.
Fuck. Okay. Well, that's okay.
So, what is
Alright, so-
Bunu for?
So, everybody, come on, everybody, come on. Listen, I got the best plan you's ever gonna get in your whole life. All right, these humans, we really gotta be sneaky because listen, I love killing a goddamn human as much as the next troll or the next gob, whatever the fuck yous are. All right, but listen, we gotta be a little bit sneaky, okay? Now listen. Now we took a lot of them sons of a bitches down back in that town, and I personally, back in my home, I've specialized in clothing. Now I took these skins of these humans, and I think if we put them on ourselves, we'll blend in perfectly. They're a little dried out, they smell a little bad, but it'll be great. I promise. What do you guys think?
That makes sense. I'm wearing clothes.
Yeah. So in fact, what would be fun is, Bunu, describe to me what outfit you give to each member of the party. You can go ahead and just make up whatever you want. Something that you might have been knitting along the way, or something that you've just stolen from the humans at the village. So what are you dressing them up as?
All right, so to our little god friend here, our little noblin. Yeah, you remember that little girl that I made the jam out of? All right, listen. Okay, here's a mask. Her face wasn't too damaged when I snapped her neck, so I made you a mask of her face and her hairs for you to wear over your own.
I'm just nodding along. Makes complete sense. To me, yeah.
I just like bonk it on his head.
The fucking creepiest
My
thing in
head
the
is
world.
like Hey Arnold's head though. It only goes on the front, so it's probably the most horrific thing.
You've ever seen.
All this green, like circle shape, and then just this circle of child face.
Oh my gosh.
How do I look? Do I look like a little girl?
You look absolutely fabulous.
Like
Listen,
princess.
we do fashion shows back home. I would throw you in there any day.
Have you got the dress?
Let me look for a minute, and so I like dig around in my bag or whatever, and I pull out, and it's kind of tattered. It's a little bloody.
Here you go, baby doll. Put that on for you.
It was like a nice yellow dress, but now it's just blood red.
Yeah.
I put it on. Yeah, I pack away all my other things. So I'm just a little goblin in a dress with a face, just a horrific.
Just
face.
another goblin in a dress,
Yeah.
No one will
There
spot
we
you.
go. There we go. They won't know. They'll probably suspect that I haven't, because I haven't got any hair.
Okay, so what do you dress Smidwood as?
I know for Smidwood, darling, the man with the tentacles, or the whatever. I don't know what to call you. It's fucking Smidwood. All right, listen. Honestly, the only thing we really need to worry about hiding is your tentacles, as lovely as they are. So look. I've got this little beard shield for you, so you're gonna look like a big ass bubbly nasty human, but you're just gonna, and so it's like a little hook of just like someone's like chin, like the beard attached, and just kind of like hook it around his ears.
Nice.
Just like slightly just partly covers
Whatever's
Nice.
I stroke my beard with one tentacle. And then
He looks
I
like
bring it back under.
he looks like the potato. What's the potato called from Toy Story? Like where he's got like the ridiculous like glasses and beard thing on.
Now for you, my tasty looking speck. You ain't got no legs as arms.
No.
So listen, all right. Now I took the bodies. They were a bit mashed up, you know, but I saved a bit from the 2 bodies. Okay, so I stitched these legs of the little girl.
I know. Okay, go. Yeah.
I had the upper body.
Oh my god.
So I just like take one of my eye things and hold an arm and hold. and pretend to walk.
So you have like stilts at this point, which you're walking on. Little girl stilts. Perhaps the most terrifying array of monsters we've seen yet. But finally, Bunu, what outfit are you wearing to disguise yourself?
Well, I think I'm absolutely beautiful already, so I've just taken a little bit of this mud and rubbed it on my skin so I look like one of their white faces.
So perfect. So Bunu's just bit of mud on. She looks like a human now. I like the idea of the movie. She's wearing like the girl's dress, but it's tiny on her. So she's like fashioned a bit of skirt around it. Yeah, like one where he says, "No one will ever know." So each of you are disguised ingeniously as humans. Bulking, huge humans, floating humans with stilts, a tentacled human with a beard, and finally the most terrifying goblin child anyone has ever seen. Let's take that to Spec. So Spec, you've got your stilts, you all are in your outfits, and you're getting very close to the king's palace. So how are you, or what happens next to you guys, I suppose, as soon as you don your outfits?
What are you asking? What I do now?
Yeah, I'm guessing. So it's your kind of turn to think of like an event which might happen.
Well, I guess the only logical thing to do is try to walk past it,
Of
like
course.
as sneak as possible, like it. So I'd have like no
Right.
muscle leg like this flopping around on the
Yeah.
ground, like dragging.
Okay, so let's say you get to like a human outpost. There's no way around. You have to go through it, and you have to go past customs basically to get into the Westerlands here. And so as you're coming up to customs, you see like a bunch of guards, 20 or so human guards, all very well armored and armed to the teeth, who are checking everyone's Westlands passports or the equivalent of their papers. And they're checking everyone through and letting some other folks by, and it's your group's turn to show up. And there's a guard there who stops you as you come close. He gives you the side eye. He's like, so who are you lot then?
I'm Adam.
You're a dam. You're Adam. Adam. Okay.
Yes.
Adam?
Human.
Adam the human. Well, yes. Okay. What about the rest of you? That's a pretty big lady right there.
I take offense to that there, mister.
Well, I'm just doing my job, lady.
Are you some kind of racist or something?
Well, no.
I've got a disorder that makes me very tall, and I think I am a very beautiful lady.
Yes. Oh, yes. Very, very beautiful. What I meant
Can I
was.
see your manager? Can I talk to your manager?
What I meant was.
Is this gonna be a problem?
What I meant was your beauty is so large that I couldn't even encompass all of it. There's so much beauty around on your
Yeah.
over your. Okay. Well. What about you, Mr. Beardy here?
I am Dr. Royberg.
You're Dr. Lloyd. Haven't I seen you around here before? That name's familiar.
I may have operated on you, but I do not remember. Too many patients.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, well, all right. And finally, this little fella here. What's it? You the oh, little lady. Sorry, you the daughter of this fine lady here.
I'm gonna
This is my
turn.
chance here, Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, this is my mama, this is my dada, and point at Dr. Lloydberg.
So your father is Dr. Lloydberg and your mother is... What's your name, love?
Is Bonita. My name is Bonita.
Bonita. And finally, yourself. To Spec.
Adam, I told you.
Adam. Got it.
I'm gonna
Human.
pat, my daughter's head, like the hair skin flap that's resting on the other side, like reassuring.
I have about 4 hairs, and they're really thick and greasy. And it's really...
Nice. So he looks you all over and says, in fact, so Spec, you're gonna have to kind of lead the situation here a bit, seeing as he's, he's taken a liking to you, and you've kind of initially introduced everyone here. He says, so what's your business here in the Westerlands?
We're on a field trip.
There aren't many fields around here.
No, just we want to see the planes out here.
You want to see the planes?
We's going on a picnic, a family outing of sorts.
A picnic expedition, yes.
All right, a picnic expedition. That's pretty okay. He kind of looks down at his papers, and the other guys are kind of like, "You're believing this shit?" So Spec, can you roll me a deception check again, seeing as you are indeed once again using your powers of persuasion to lie and cheat your way through. It's only an 8, unfortunately, for Spec. So he says, I'm sorry to hold you up here, but we're going to have to run a few things by the captain and make sure this is all in order, because you all seem a little bit odd to us.
I'm gonna walk up and wait a moment, I am a doctor, and then I'm gonna kind of shuffle behind him and stab him.
Oh my god.
Like, in the kidney.
Oh my god. So there.
I'm gonna walk up and stab him in the front as well. At the exact same time, like I'm stumbling along like a little girl. I'm gonna pull out a dagger as well, because I know for a fact what he's doing as he creeps from the back. I'm like,
Yeah.
Nice.
So in fact,
just stab him, just
yeah, I'm just gonna straight up say, like, he starts like, I'm gonna have to check this. Bearing in mind there are like 10 or 20 other guards around this kind of station. You kind of all give each other a look, and then you immediately.
The only one.
Yeah, no, they didn't put one guy at the outpost to check people coming in, Brad. Have you ever been to customs?
No, it's just some geezer that stood at a
I love the idea that Brad has never travelled. I know that he have, but I love the idea that Brad has never travelled, and he thinks passport security is just one man who says, "Is everything okay?" and you say yes, and then they let you through.
Oh man.
Okay.
That's my laser. Like, can I still do that?
Well, okay, so we've all stabbed the guy. They've stabbed the guy.
So what happens is the guy's like, okay, let's go check some things, and then the 3 of you fork up and immediately stab him. He dies.
I'm gonna cast a minor illusion where he was as we shuffle his body down, push it down behind the immigration counter.
Okay, so I believe as you move in there, they can make a wisdom save to see through your illusion, right? That's a lot of stuff. If it uses it to examine, it can on an investigation intelligence check. Okay, so investigation. These guys are gonna. Obviously, as you stab him, you move in. They're gonna reasonably assume that something is happening here, so they are gonna investigate. And
I'll be shouting like,
Are you okay, son? I am a doctor. Do you need assistance?
it's a 19. So kind of one of these guys hang on a minute, and he draws his sword. He's like, he just stabbed him. And then the illusion is kind of broken for that guy, and he seems to be. He isn't convinced all the others that you have just killed him, but. He is pretty convinced, and he's drawing a sword and going straight for you guys. And the others are like, wait, what? They're still convinced by the illusion.
He had a heart attack, right, doctor? This man's having a heart attack.
He's been stabbed.
Wait. Can I?
The other guy's like, hang on a minute, what's going on here?
So that one person is noticed.
So one person has noticed. He is shouting to everyone else they just murdered that man, and there are a bunch of people starting to question it.
Yeah.
Is the road open? Can we leg it technically?
Yeah, you could run. You could definitely run if you were looking to just head out of Dodge here.
Just imagine the floppy legs behind him are hitting like a car rudder. Just like,
so Smidwood, you're pretending to be a doctor, right? So how are you going about trying to deceive these gentlemen here?
obviously, I have a beard, so I get advantage.
That is not the case. Otherwise, otherwise, me and Brad would always have advantage.
I suppose a deception check.
Sure. So what do you say to them as one of them comes over and he's like, "Are you? What's going on? What's going on?"
Just, he is seizing up. There's blood coming out there. It looks like.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, it's exceptionally bad. I'll need to take him to my
picnic. I need to take him to the picnic I'm going to.
We gotta get to the first aid station. Come on, quick, everybody, let's grab the guy and go.
All right, roll me a quick deception check then, Midward, to see if you can convince them. It's a 13. It's not bad. So he says, okay, we'll come along with you. We'll come with you.
Oh, no need to come along with me. None of you can stay out here as an emotional. He wakes up and he wonders, but the rest of you, it'll be not necessary for the surgery.
He says, the four of you, so come with him. You follow here. The rest of us will stay here, hold down the base, but you four make sure that he works out okay and he gets to safekeeping, all right? And they're all like, all right, sir. He wants to take 4 people with you to the quote-unquote first aid station. But not 20, only 4.
I will carry the guy and I'll start like leading him into along the road.
It's just up here.
And then I'll communicate telepathically to each person in the party. Like,
if you get behind them.
Okay, so
There's only 4.
There's only 4, yeah, it's true. Okay, so I've actually been streaming for 8 hours and I haven't.
A shadowy area.
Yeah. I've been streaming for 8 hours. I haven't actually gone to the bathroom, so I'm gonna take a quick bio break. But whilst that happens, I want each of you to go around and tell me one thing which you're doing. In fact, there are 4 guards, right? And let's face it, you guys are probably gonna kill the guards once you're out of sight of the other guys, right? Most likely you're gonna stab them. I know what you guys are like. So tell me how you go about killing your guard. We'll take 1 each. And how you go about trying to kill him. I'll be back in like 2 seconds here. So go ahead and you can give me a recap when I'm back.
How would I even do that?
Yeah, I'm presuming some sort of Vel'Koz disintegration ray.
Yeah, but I could just get like a what was it? Fear? Okay, I guess that works too. Either way.
just scare one of them off.
Yeah. I mean, I have
Someone
huge
run.
teeth and a tongue. I haven't used that yet. Damn it.
You just like throw one of the legs at one of them, knock them out.
Yeah.
Just
right,
bite
yeah.
one on the head, attach to it.
Noose him with your stock.
Yeah. I mean, you can stab him, so that's fine for you guys.
Oh, I'm getting all tentacle with this.
I feel like I would like grab at least like 2 of them at once and like just like smash their heads together. Very crudely, just kind of like,
Yeah.
That's how you can kill my one that way.
do you merge their heads so like one half is
it's like Dragon Ball Z. They're just
Yeah.
one.
But instead, there's like a really disgusting thing where it's just like skewed from either side.
And
We
kinda, like,
arrange,
since I
we
have
arrange
like,
their bodies so they do this on the ground, but their heads are missing.
but they're also missing their eyes because I now have like an extreme taste for eyeballs.
God
And
damn.
so I just like plucked out their eyeballs and like shoved them in my pack.
Behave yourself.
That's 2 down. I was clapping. You ate 1. You need to pick a ray, or did you eat its head?
Yeah. No. I guess I'll do the ray just for the randomness of it. But wait, how do I do that? D4, right?
D4. And then I don't remember what it says on your thing. Which one that is?
Yeah, it is the same. It's wounding ray. So.
Just fuck it.
Yeah.
like Freezer's little if we're gonna kill Dragon Ball style.
I just like to imagine the same like Death Star GIF happens every time he uses that ray, and it's actually Death Star, but it's
For like one
bad
moment,
Photoshop.
Spec just turns into like a perfect like metallic ray ball,
Wow,
and just. If you zoom really close in, it like goes inside Spec's brain, and there's like a little Princess Leia going, "No!"
Alright, guys, I'm back. How far did we get into the killing of mortals? They're all dead. Oh, really? That's very efficient of you guys. You guys are pretty good for beginners. I like it. Nice. You managed to dispatch the guards, and was there any particularly hilarious ways in which any of them died?
Two of them were crushed together.
That's good.
By Boobaloo. I can't
Classic.
remember anyone's name.
Bunu.
Bunu. She crushed them together, so 2 died and their heads exploded, but she popped the eyes out before.
That's a classy move.
One had its brain eaten, guess by who?
Uh-huh.
And one was Death Star disintegrate.
The classic. Okay, perfect. So seeing as we're running out, I remind you guys, we've got another hour left to screw with these players. So make sure you get to retweeting. At 25 retweets, we're going to get these guys a viewer decision where they get to blow themselves up. Well, you get to blow them up, rather. At 15 now, we need 10 more retweets, actually. And then that will happen. Also, if you haven't followed, make sure you hit that follow button and join us. You can catch all of our shows here in Encounter Roleplay. We're playing D&D all the freaking time. 6 hours a day at this point, nearly every day. So it's great fun. We'll also do a 24-hour D&D stream every month where these guys will hopefully get involved again as well. Because usually we have a Trainsy on at some point late in the night playing some kooky character. Maybe Smidwood will return later this month. Who knows? Also, you can donate to affect our game. You can give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, magical items, medical mounts, and all sorts of other things. So be sure to get involved if you haven't already. Also, last thing is that there's a giveaway going on, which you guys, I'm sure, are sick of hearing about, but I want to make sure that everyone can get involved and a chance to learn and play D&D. So there's a starter set down there, link in the chat room, and you can be sure to get your hands on a copy of the starter set. Other than that, though, you've just killed 4 guards. So we'll go quick catch up, I guess. Seeing it's been a few hours. So Kitty is playing Bunu the Troll. Pony Punch is playing Spec the Spectator. TrainsyTV is playing Smidward the Mind Flayer. And Brad is playing Noblin the Goblin. And they are on a quest to save DJ Phylactery's phylactery and save this undead lich from King Leopold VII's palace. And they've only got a little while to do it, so let's see how they perform. So, we had Kitty and Pony going around and giving us a scenario. So, Trainsy, I'm going to throw something new at you. You have arrived in the Westlands fully. You've managed to sneak through security, quote unquote sneak through, and disguised cunningly as humans. You guys have managed to work your way through their border patrol, and you've come to the palace of King Leopold VII. This is, of course, a giant palace, very resplendent. Think of Minas Tirith from Lord of the Rings. It's a great citadel and a beacon of hope against all monsters and evil things in these lands. It's disgusting. It's the worst fucking place you could ever be. It's where humans live. Ugh. It's where elves live, even worse. And dwarves, oh dear God, their beards don't even taste good. It's a pretty awful place to be as a monster. But you see it towering before you, and in the center is the citadel of King Leopold, and where his treasured vault is supposedly, and also where he lives. At this point, you're kind of in like the city part of the city, rather than the citadel itself, where the common folk live, where they work, and generally where the scum are. The nobles live in the upper section of the city. So before you lies this wonderful, wonderful land. Unfortunately for you, you have to work your way inside the citadel, which is going to be no mean feat, considering they're going to be high on patrols the closer you get into the citadel. So, Smid was a clever guy. What is his plan to work his way through the city to get towards the citadel itself?
Before we get into it, is it like daylight or is it nighttime?
It's going to be daylight when you first get here, but you guys can wait until nightfall if you'd like to, because a lot of you don't like sunlight, especially trolls.
I'm gonna look around for weaknesses or secret entrances or service areas that are less trafficked along
Cool.
the wall.
Roll me a perception check to see what you perceive as you're having a search around the city here. 16. Pretty good. Yeah. So you find that there is a servant's entrance to the citadel itself. Obviously, the trader's entrance is heavily guarded, and the visitor's entrance is heavily guarded. But the servant's entrance is actually pretty unguarded, really. There still are guards there, you hear, but you see this kind of... it's around the back, where no one sees servants coming in and out, which is perfect. And it's basically a tunnel, a long tunnel which runs kind of underneath the citadel, and which will come up. Someone called BradWOTO donated £3, said, "Wow, the guy playing Noblin is a douchebag. Give that man a nat 1. Okay, sure thing, man. No worries.
No, that is not what it said, Will. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to take you to court. I paid for a service.
You made me a service. It was not received.
All
right, so Brad said, the guy playing Noblin is how to give that man a nat 20. All right, then. So, we'll play by the rules.
How to game the system, basically, here on Encounter Roleplay. So you can donate when you're actually playing the game.
Yeah.
You just give yourself unlimited
nat 20s. That's how you do it.
That's the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. I just realised it. I could have been doing it all fucking
All
night.
along. What have you been playing?
If I'd have thought about this, you'd be rich by now. I'd have no money left.
There's this servant's entrance. However, it is guarded to get within. And obviously, they're only going to let servants inside. You guys, at the moment, don't really look like servants. And you don't have any servants' things to take to the castle. When you kind of spy on in there, you see that servants are carrying all sorts of food to and from into the kitchens, supposedly, and all sorts of provisions. So if you could find something which servants would be bringing inside, then that would work to get you in, potentially. Or just fighting your way through. But obviously fighting your way through would lead to a lot of attention from the guards, most likely.
So I'll look over at Bonu.
Can you do some of your handiwork with these servant skins? We can patch a few, and you could fancy us some servant disguises.
Yeah, if we can knock out a few, I can see what I can stitch together for you, sweetheart.
So I'll investigate and look around for some servants that are just kind of wheeling a cart in,
Yeah, you see some unassuming, happy-looking villagers, so happy to serve and to be servants, the real scum of the earth that you guys despise. One of them's like, "Oh, I just can't wait to give the master his food." And I was like, "Isn't it just great being a servant in this village?" They're kind of wheeling their car off down an alley, back to get whatever provisions they've been getting.
And I will come up to them like,
Excuse me, do you know where the...
and I'll just kind of envelop them with my tentacles.
Yes.
So one of them turns like, "Excuse me, sir, what's going on here?"
Well, I'm sucking on the brains.
He looks back and he'll like suck that. "Oh God!" As you suck on
Try
it.
and,
My God.
position my foot out to trip him as I'm like sippy strawing his.
Yeah, like a Slurpee. You get it all out. You suck out their brains. And you have before you a cart filled with provisions and sorts that you could take in. You also have servant's garb, which I'm sure Bunu can kind of fit to size for you guys. So a troll, a spectator on stilts, a mind flayer, and a goblin are dressed up in humans' servants' attire at this point, and you're gonna, I guess, head in through the servants' entrance. So Noblin, you're pretty resourceful little goblin. You know what's up, and you're about to enter into the servants' entrance to the citadel. What is your plan whilst you're doing this, or what happens next? I guess.
I stroll right in.
You stroll right on in as a
Yeah, I'm
servant.
still dressed like a little human girl. I'm completely convinced that I look like a human girl.
Of course. And thanks so much to Panda Brady for following. Welcome, my friend, to the adventure. You're a gentle panda and a scholar. Sure. So how about you roll me a quick, just deception check, straight up deception, seeing as you're just trying to convince everyone that you belong here. Although it's true, if you look like you belong here, or you believe that you belong in a place, then people believe that you will. So I'll give you advantage on this one, seeing as the sheer confidence with which Noblin is going in for this. I appreciate that.
Don't worry about it. It's a crit 20.
I respect. So
I literally look like a little girl to these people.
you literally like
That was £3 well spent.
that was, yeah. So you walk straight on in, and one of the guards just hands you some candy along the way. So there you go, little girl.
Thank you.
Oh, what a cute voice.
Yeah.
And is this your mummy?
Oh, are the others there as well?
Yeah, I'm guessing that they're following behind.
They go, oh, are the others there as well? Yeah, Mama, Dada, Uncle, I forget his name, what he gave himself.
Adam.
Uncle Adam.
Oh.
Don't forget your uncle there, sweetheart.
He says, "Oh, it's so good to see you. So nice to meet new folks around here. Your disguise on a nat 20, it's actually almost worked too well. The guy is like he's enamored with the group of you. He's just so happy to meet you. He says, my name's Stevens. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. You must be new here. You must be the new lot coming from work, yeah?"
Oh my god, I stab him. He's doing my nutting already. I'd like to just reach up as if I'm like a little child and I'll just lightly slit his throat. If I can.
Politely slit his throat.
Hold me.
Can I tell you something, mister? I got some big secret for you.
got a little secret, mister.
What is it? Come here. Oh!
Now we're just like covered in blood, just like.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say on a nat 20, in one slick move, you just put him onto the cart and cover him with provisions, and he can't keep going along flawlessly, almost seamlessly, without even having barely stopped along the way. Perfect. So, the group of you continue.
I'm like, I fucking hate it when they ask questions, you know what I mean? It's so annoying. Peasants. I hate humans, they're so inquisitive.
That's their biggest flaw.
It's smelly too. This place reeks.
It's disgusting. It's so fucking clean.
It smells like flowers and shit.
I hate it.
Asking about our days. A day is so trivial in the life of me.
Yeah, mate, alright.
2,000 days.
I pat him again. Alright. It's alright, mate. Don't worry about it.
It's getting really
Just
worked
kind
up.
of pick the brain out of my beard and throw it on the ground.
He's like, "Can I pick your brains?" So the group of you come into the kitchen area, and this is of course where Bunu feels most at home. Perhaps a kitchen where there's a stew going on. Well, it smells like this sickening. Fresh smells and aromas. No food in here that you guys would really like to eat. You like it much more, sour and longer, over-ripened sort of fruits and meats and stuff like that. You're not a big fan of this kind of stuff like that going on in here. There's a large kitchen area which a group of you are in. There's a staircase which leads upwards to an upper level, and a chef who looks like a very, very angry looking man who is like chopping away with a cleaver. He turns to the group of you as you walk in with your provisions, and he says, "Are you the fucking new lot? You're fucking late."
I stab him. No, I'm only kidding.
Brad goes full murder hobo.
Lolly.
Lolly shake.
Yeah, he says, "You're fucking late, you lot."
Yeah, we're sorry we're late.
You fucking better be. You fucking better be. This ain't any kitchen right here. This is like a hell.
Oh.
You're in the
that's
seventh fucking layer of hell now, son. So,
Well,
you better
that
behave. Get to chopping these mushrooms. And
These mushrooms for the king. Chop.
he says, "Ha, you ain't cooking for no king. Boy, you're cooking for me."
I walk out.
He's.
I was gonna poison the king.
Yeah,
We've gone into the wrong room.
he says, "Sorry, wrong kitchen."
I quit.
Uh,
Apron off.
Yeah, he says, well, he's fucking lost a job. Or her. What the hell was that thing? Oh, the rest of you, you get to cook these mushrooms for me right now.
That's my daughter you're talking about.
Yeah, and these are my mushrooms we're talking about.
You know, I'm like, I go over and I start like chopping up some mushrooms. Like,
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm using the right technique in chopping this. Can you come here and you know, come show me? Make sure I cut these just in perfection for you.
Yeah, he comes over. Let's see, Len. Let's see your handiwork.
So like, I've got like trolls have like ridiculously long arms.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of like reach behind him and like just grab his head and just like smash it into the table.
Oh damn!
It's like done.
You crunch him.
Bitch talking about my daughter.
You crunch him down. Like I like the idea that Booty has forgotten that you're pretending, and she believes that Noblin is her daughter at this point. Like 100% has forgotten and believes.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah, roll me an athletics. So it should be at the top of your skills. It begins with an A. So left hand side at the top should be
Acrobatics?
athletics.
Athletics. Okay.
So it's just like, there we go, 19. So yeah, very good. As that happens, you just crunch his head down into the mushrooms, and his face is now pressed down of mushrooms. You also just like knock the guy out as you slam him down, and the other servants around just kind of like they look at and shock at you, and then they're like, "Thank you so much. Oh, he was so terrible. He was the worst. Oh, I can't believe you. Everybody, let's get out of here, quick!" And a bunch of servants.
We need your help.
Anything. Well, how can we help you?
Well, we need to. If you could help lead us to the castle, so we can meet with the king.
She says, "Oh, I don't know if he'll see you, but the if you go up that set of stairs there and just keep going upwards, you'll eventually get to the citadel. There's little guards there. They'll probably stop you, seeing as you don't look like you're a noble. But if you do get that far, just keep going upwards, and you'll find the king. He's always at the top of his tower."
I'm gonna telepathically like tell them, you want to help us. You see us as nobles. We need to get there. We're late for a city council meeting. I just kind of stare at them intensely.
Okay.
Gleaming red eye.
Roll me. So you're trying to intimidate them, or you're just trying to like convince them that you are in fact a noble?
I'm trying to convince them.
Okay, so roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah, even though it's less.
Makes sense. Yeah, unfortunately, only on a 10 now. Sorry, but we really have to go. He might wake up. And they start to kind of like shuffle out.
Working.
Yeah. Scurrying intensifies.
All right, so nobody comes in and like gets worried about the guy. Can we like put him in a giant pot and just kind of boil him down?
You want to stew him down?
Yeah, just like put a lid on it and leave it.
Sure, we'll put a lid on it. And you get a big rough stew which has been cooking. You throw in the mushrooms as well for extra flavour, of course. And you boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew, and head up, I guess, the staircase, because it's the only way to go at this point, right? So you've got this flight of stairs to go up, and you guys are still in servant's garb, of course. Your disguise has not been seen through yet at this point. But you come out of the kitchens area, you come up through a bunch of stairs. There are a lot of different like staircases which run up from this one. It's quite a complex kind of castle which you live in at this point. But you figure maybe this way, just keep going upwards is what they said. At a certain point, you guys get to a feast. And this feast is laid out on these tables, these large kind of King Arthur style tables, which are laid out here, laden with food of all descriptions. Cheeses, breads, wines, meats, succulent roast pig, and all sorts. I don't believe anyone has the ability to zombify someone other than to just kill them. But yeah. You see before you nobles and ladies, lords and notables from around the Westlands in this in this chamber before you stand some very, very powerful individuals. You also see groups of adventurers as well, because adventurers always seem to find their way to parties like this to speak to kings and nobles and gain quests and the sort. And so there are a bunch of different adventuring bands around the place. You've got a few paladins, a few clerics, a couple of wizards around the place, and they are just kind of hanging out, eating their food, eating their cheese and wine, and gossiping like nobles can. And at the center there is a queen who's sitting on a side throne. However, the king is not currently sitting in his throne. The queen is there kind of sitting in a chair next to him. She's got this very beautiful long auburn hair which comes down to her shoulders, and she's wearing a very courtly dress. But in this room, there are hundreds of different lords and ladies who are mingling at this point. There's music playing as well. There's dances happening. What are you guys up to? There's also, of course, I should mention, by the throne down the other end of the room,